Hi, guys. Welcome to the Lover's Lantern. So, today I'm going to do a collective reading because I keep hearing J. Cole, don't save her. She don't want to be saved. So, I'm getting that there's somebody in your life right now that perhaps has been pulling on your heartstrings. And right now, even at the top of this deck, I'm seeing enough is enough. Desire is not a crime, but selfish desire that comes at a cost to others will always end badly. When the greedy cannot have what they desire, discontent can develop. When our longings exceeds our power of restraint, criminal acts can follow. It is your responsibility to realize when enough is enough. And I think this person, you've had enough. I mean, or you've helped them enough as well. And I'm just feeling like this thing of having restraint. Um, you guys needing to have some restraint with this person because they're definitely pulling on your heartstrings. And I'm almost feeling like some clenching. Um, I don't know. There's some like a tight grip that this person has on your heart. Maybe they have a way of expressing themselves or being desperate. I'm feeling like this person is really desperate, and it comes from the selfishness that's right here. Um, so why should you not save them? Partly because a lot of things are their responsibilities that they don't want to face. They don't want to face it. It's easy for me to receive love. It's easy for me to receive. I just heard love. It's easy for me to receive love. Treat people sustenance. I don't know. I think this person, you've been a big source of their, um, I want to say sustenance. Like you've been sustaining them. Um, and for some reason, things always end badly with them. You know how some people just always have bad luck? I'm getting that this person has bad luck, but it's not actually bad luck. It's as a consequence of their decisions and what they're doing. So there's definitely something with them where, you can possibly see this so-called bad luck, but it's not actually bad luck. It's just them um, creating their own bad luck. And I'm just getting they're really selfish. They're really selfish. Ooh, Prince of Wands, happiness. You know what? This person is always, yeah, it's, the Prince of Wands is the Knight of Wands. I think a lot of this person's quote unquote bad luck comes from the fact that they're always chasing after their desires. This is really an indicator of being really, really selfish, prioritizing your own self, moving in ways where it, yeah, it's a very self-centered sort of energy from this. And then an expectation that other people should be doing things to sustain you. Very self-centered, very self-centered. And then they're left confused why they're in a rut. But I feel also too that a lot of things are going to be revealed. Um, a lot of things are going to be revealed. And you know what? A lot of things in general, yeah, there's a recklessness. This person's really reckless. So it's of their own making. But somehow they have an ability to pull on your heartstrings. Like, why? Why? Wow. Okay. That just fell on the ground. One sec. So this person definitely relies. When I said sustenance, the Queen of Pentacles came out as well. So this person really sees you as someone really grounded and stable. And I think when they reach out to you, it's for that reason. They don't have an ability to sustain themselves. Maybe you're supporting them financially. Maybe you're supporting them just with your energy or your effort, just being there for them every time something doesn't go well for them. But they just don't prioritize. This is somebody who's really flighty, and chooses. I'm feeling like, when somebody is always sort of chasing a fantasy or an illusion or a dream and is very not practical in their life, and then finds themselves in situations where they can't afford to go to work, or they need you to help them at the very last minute, like, I need money for gas, I need help with this, I need help with that. And so they want to look to you for your stability and your support and your sustenance. But a lot of that just comes from the fact that they do not take care of themselves. They're just chasing fantasies and illusions. And they expect you to come in and make their life easier. So, for you, you might be really confused as to why this person is always in this predicament. It's because they're selfish. Things will always go badly for them. They're creating their own bad luck. In case you're wondering, I mean, and greedy, greedy. Yeah, they expect things to come easy. That's another thing. They expect things to come easily, not just um, not just in their own life, um, because, like we said, this person is not consistent. This person is not practical. This person confuses. Um, they confuse you in the sense that they think that you haven't had to work for what you have. Um, let's pull this too. I'm getting an ungratefulness too. Expression and solitude. I think you really have to tell this person that it's their responsibility and that they have to go it alone. They have to go it alone. That you can't help them. Let's talk about the cost to you, your path in reverse, and gratitude. So you're definitely very giving. Um, and I'm just seeing this as something where it's blocking you from your own path. Um, when you keep giving and giving. And I feel also too that you need some time to spend alone. There's something in you needing time to spend alone um, that will help you on your path. That will help you on your path. And you'll know how to go about your path by spending time on your own. And it will also give you a different perspective on this person. Um, this person's really draining you. Shapeshifter. That's another quality of this person. I think that they're also have this ability to shapeshift and to be sort of this chameleon, to hide the fact that they are very selfish and self-centered, and they're always in pursuit of what they think will make them happy. Um, and and then neglecting the things that they actually need, and neglecting their responsibilities, and expecting other people to come in and help. And I'm just getting a really big manipulative type of energy. Like, they try to control other people's perspective, and I think that that's how they pull on your heartstrings, is by doing that. And I think that this is the type of person who is willing to sort of do anything um, to prevent you from taking a step back, I'm just picturing somebody who just knows how to pull on your heartstrings. It's like, "Oh, I really won't be able to get to work. I really need $70. Oh, I really have been struggling with this. I haven't been able to do that. I really need a ride here." I'm just getting that this is all these practical things that this person has chosen not to prioritize. Um, and, I'm thinking also of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, where, the first step is just like the foundational items of, like, you need shelter, you need food, you need these things. And this person's feeding off of that elements um, that you provide, that stability that you provide for them, the practical support. But then they'll turn around and once they have enough of that, they go on to pursue their own whatever selfish desires that is, and then it sort of leaves you drained. And with solitude too, I'm feeling like they're not pouring back into you. They think of themselves. They're able to just sort of leave you high and dry. Let's get some stuff on like character. Poet. Yeah, so this person is a sweet talker. I think this person really knows how to get what it is that they want. Um, they can be very sweet, very charming. And then not just that, they know how to get people to do what they want. Um, they act like they're really, really good at I could picture this as like a salesperson or someone who's always trying to get people on their side to do the practical work for them. Um, this person hasn't developed a lot of skills, not just with sustaining themselves, but even in pursuing whatever work or whatever things that they're trying to do. I think that they think that it's easier for them to just get someone else to do it for them. And you may look at them and be confused as to like, why have they not made any progress? You know, there's a lot of confusion. And I think part of this sweet talk is them expressing gratitude to you for things. Um, but it's never done with their actions. I think there's like a lot of like, this is almost like a love bombing. Um, All right, let's pull a character card for you, goddess. Exploitation of the female nature and form. Maybe this person's using your feminine energy to make things easier for them, to, like, again, support them in the sort of more practical ways that are more nurturing and loving. But not only that, maybe they're sleeping with you. Maybe this is a man who is using your sexual energy. Um, yeah, they're using your sexual energy too. And it's like they're playing you like an instrument. This is sort of like an objectifying type of feeling. Let's get something else with that. Shadow and light. Let's pull one of these. So, why more should you not save? And it's going to end badly. It's going to end badly. Be selfless. There is a paradox of selflessness. If you always prioritize yourself and your own personal gains, you may win something, but you will lose more. By placing yourself last, you will gain much and lose nothing. By letting yourself go and living for others, you can find fulfillment. Be genuinely be genuinely putting yourself last. By genuinely putting yourself last, you can end up in the front. So there's definitely a clash with you being more selfless and this person being super selfish. And I think that is why you're winning, why you're doing a lot more better, and you're a lot more stable than they are, because you're I think that you're just a really selfless, and your heart's always in the right spot. And not just that, like you're consistently that way. But for their perspective, you just have a lot to give. When people can be very different from us. I mean, obviously, but with them, I'm getting that they really, when it comes to this gratitude card, they, if somebody were to do something for you, I feel like you would be very, very grateful for it. Um, and you would want to reciprocate that. Um, because just out of gratitude and appreciation. And you would do things that would bring some sort of ease and help to them. But whereas this person is like, they want to just rely on words alone. They want to rely on words alone. Like they never want to put in the effort. So you can't save this person. You can't save somebody who's greedy and selfish, who does things for their own gain, who sucks your energy dry, who expects you to help them. Um, w- don't obsess about self stuff and success. Okay, so again, this person is very success driven and self obsessed. I'm just getting like this person is going to ditch you. So like let's ask this question of why else you shouldn't save this person aside from the fact that they cannot be saved. Reconsider. So there's definitely things that okay, so let's talk about what you have to reconsider. Definitely you have to reconsider yourself. Um with the universe right here and dominion, I'm thinking that this could very well be that the universe has its own way of balancing things out. It is always in control. And then ruin in reverse. And maybe you've had to come out a lot of pain with this person, a lot of with this your path in reverse and ruin. I keep hearing that this is going to end badly. Like they're blocking you from your path or even discovering what your path is in this solitude and this north. Like there's something that you need to get out of your comfort zone for. Like, and to stop being so selfless. And, maybe being a little bit more flexible in how the universe can sort of step in for you and also for this person. And whatever this thing of your path that will be uncovered and spending a bit more time alone and away from this person and saying enough is enough, I think that you will genuinely be able to prioritize yourself and sustain yourself. I feel like I said, this person is draining you. Prudence. Yeah. So I'm getting like being really careful with your energy, being a lot more prudent and stingy. Um, when people are exceeding their place, I just heard that this person is exceeding their power and exceeding their place by using the sweet talk so that they can be successful. And if you feel like this person's going to have your back, I'm definitely getting a major no for that. At the bottom of the deck is unlikely. They're unlikely to be grateful. Like if they're selfish now, they're always going to be selfish, and they're always going to be unhappy with you because you're not giving enough. Um, and there's something out here that is much better for you in terms of your path and spending time alone and uncovering what that is. I think your perspective is going to change about this person. I think this person is going to move on to someone else to make their life easier. And they also have lessons that they need to learn. Although I think it's going to be difficult for them to learn it. I'm shuffling cards in my hands and a card just fell, so let me pick it up. But I'm just saying that like this person's going to have to humble themselves. Um hold on. To get the real support that they actually need. You know what I heard somebody say, like how some people will be asking for change. I heard somebody say, well, the change that I give, I can't offer them the change that they actually need. Yeah. So a lot of this stuff is out of your control. The only thing in your control really is to say enough is enough. Um, and to remove yourself from people that are literally self-centered, that are obsessed with their own happiness. their own what's right for them, it's always going to end badly for you. And I think that you can sustain yourself, and there's more on your path that is coming for you. I'm seeing all these like these spiritual things like the butterfly, the dragonfly. And it's like you're being really asked to consider what it is that you are looking for. Are you looking for kind words, or are you looking for your path that will lead you to more independence and more where you're more nurtured yourself? And also too, it's like, look at how pretty this woman is. I think she looks great. Her hair looks nice. She looks very well taken care of. Um, and like it's like you can have that. You can be stable on your own. If you say enough is enough, regardless if something, if this person is so, and I feel too, if you do go down this path, this person will definitely be back to drain your success even more. And not just that, like they're going to start to show you gratitude. But again, it'll just be like sweet words, like, like a poet, because they want more of your energy. So let's get more advice about how you can go about removing yourself from this. Damsel and Avenger. Desire to balance the scales of justice, righteousness on behalf of society. Or damsel, understanding the nature of healthy romance inspires you to rely on yourself. So maybe this is somebody that you're in a relationship with. Because with a damsel is like, this is like the damsel in distress, the person that just always needs someone to come in and help them. And then the Avenger is the person who goes to help them. But with the Avengers is like, I'm thinking of revenge. And I just heard the best revenge is living well. So yeah, so you guys are at an end of a cycle where, you know, you have to say enough is enough. And that is not a crime. That is not selfish. To put yourself first. It's selfish to be self-centered and to cost other people around you a lot, for your own ease and comfort, as opposed to stepping up and finding ways that you can also support the people around you that give to you. This person is somebody, this just fell out, vampire, energy vampire, makes you aware that someone or something in your life is draining your force. Okay, so what else do you need to know? We're going to wrap up this message. Yeah. So there's a huge difference. I think you guys are going to clash heads. So you're this Knight of Pentacles, and I see this person. This is a confirmation that this person is definitely at odds with your approach of your just a consistent sort of energy, someone who perseveres through things. It's like a slow and steady in building things, whereas this person wants to hop from one thing to the next. I think that there's a very sexual element to them as well, where maybe they're feeding off of your sexual energy. Maybe they're using romance to get to you. But this person is definitely a chameleon. Yeah. So it's definitely manipulation. It's manipulation that stems from their selfishness. So you can't help this person. You can't save this person. I'm sure they've hurt you in the past. I think they're just here to block you on your path. There is definitely more for you with this person gone. And they're definitely going to regret you taking this step, and reconsidering the role that you want to play in their life, and the role that you choose for the people in your lives. So yeah, this is a really cold energy. Again, selfish, self-centered. Yeah. So yeah, and I just saw this card, the Eight of Wands. Wands. Something's going to come in really quickly that is going to make you walk away anyway. So just be mindful of that. All these burdens, all these things, all the confusion that you feel with them. There's a point where, whatever grief that you are experiencing, it will lead to something bigger and better. So don't let the kind words, the sweet words, pull you in, um, attach you, because all of it is an illusion anyway. So this person will not be successful. I think that they want to just use this long-term sort of goals and energy and, to persuade you to give more of yourself. But ultimately it's smoke and mirrors. So you guys just yeah, injustice, confusion. Whereas you guys deserve someone who will match your energy and be there for you as much as you are for them. So, so yeah, so that's what I'm getting for you guys. Yeah, so do what you got to do. Don't save them. They definitely don't want to be saved.